your action challenge, your mission for this month is very simple, but very, very important. It might be one of the most important missions in principle that you ever do in your entire life, okay? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go out, and I would say just pick one day and just go super hard. Now, this is something you want to make a habit, but for the mission itself, I want you to just practice it hard for one day and make it your prime focus. Your goal is this. You're to go out and just interact with people socially, whether you want to go to a bar, a club, a park, a festival, a like meetup event where like you're playing sports, whatever you want to do, or whatever meetups you go to, doing art, whatever. I'm an athlete, so I say play sports, whatever it is. I want you to go out and I want you to meet people. Notice I didn't say women, I said people. I want you to meet as many men and women as you can in a day, and I want you to make friends with them. Not, I want to have sex with you with them, but friends with them. Now, if you happen to meet a really stunningly hot girl that she's exactly your type and you have to like pick her up, by all means you can do that. But your mission for the day is not to have sex. It's not to get a bunch of numbers. It's not to get a bunch of dates. It's to go out and make friends. Because specifically what I want you to learn is I want you to learn to be actually social for its own sake, enjoying social interaction. And I want you to learn to be interesting and charismatic and good to talk to, and to actually close people for plans, whether it be guys or girls, right? Or for future contact or whatever, without using gamey things, without using gamey tactics, without using like sex as bait, that kind of stuff. Because a lot of guys, when they learn game, especially if you weren't very social before learning game, you lean on game as a crutch. And you know how to be very, very gamey. You know how to do a little push-pull to get attention, but you don't know how to just be yourself to get attention. You don't know how to just tell the story to get attention. And that's what I want you to learn, okay? And that's why I want you to learn it with guys and with girls, because I don't want it to be all based on intent. I don't want it to be all based on sex. I want you to legitimately be social. And I also, the best way to do this, by the way, is to do things that you enjoy in life, and we're going to meet people that have those common interests. Because what I want you to do is I want you to exchange phone numbers with people, guys and girls, and then I want you to set up different things that you can do, add them on Facebook, make them part of your friend circle. So for example, for me, going back to the sports thing, I like playing sports. So maybe if I go to a meetup soccer thing, and it'll be guys there mostly more than girls, right? But I can meet the guys that are good and seem enthusiastic about soccer, and I can find out where they live, where they hang out, and maybe we will arrange to go all play soccer together on a regular basis. Or maybe a lot of times, maybe they have a team in some kind of league, and maybe I'll get invited to join that team, and now these guys actually will be my legitimate friends because we'll be hanging out a ton more, right? And this is how you make friends with people, right? Or say you go to like a pottery class or a yoga class and you're just very social, you might meet some cool girls, and then you have that common interest, whatever, all right? And especially with girls, it can be hard a little bit to, especially if you're used to being very flirty and very sexual and whatnot. You can still be flirty, by the way. You can still be flirty with female friends. But toning down the intent and learning to just make friends is very, very useful, because if you look at it in life, right? Say you want the hottest girls. Only a small fraction of girls are going to be in those hottest girls. However, there are so many girls out there that would be wonderful friends, that would help you in life, give you connections, give you assets and resources, and introduce you to lots of hot girls whom you can then meet in a proper frame where you're not try hard, they're being brought to you, right? But if you never learn how to interact with girls without flirting with them, or without picking them up and being sexual with them, if you never learn how to do that, you're missing that great opportunity. So I want you to learn to actually be social and friendly with game as an aside, and I want you to actually collect contacts, okay? So you're gonna learn to collect contacts, male or female, with game as an aside. And by the way, don't get egoistic about these contacts. A lot of times if you're talking to girls and you're getting numbers and stuff like that, if they do have boyfriends, if they just, it's been a quick interaction, a lot of times they may not give you a number, in the same way that in game they may be hesitant about that. By all means, collect social media, and you can communicate with them via social media, because again, your intention here is not to sleep with them, it's just to be friends. And so any contact is better than no contact. So don't get all egoic about it. And also don't get like all egoic about flakiness, right? Say you meet 20 or 30 people and only like, 2, 3, or 4 of them end up becoming good friends of yours. That's still an amazing day to meet like 2, 3, 4 new good friends, all right? So be a little realistic about this. But I do want you to go out and collect contacts with a non-sexual intent.